ada logo Black Spirit gitu paling atas gambar pedang. Kalau udah ada selamat bapak kau. Iya iya.
Yes, you are alive.
Nah, throw tadi.
Anjay guys, kita rate aja itu tidak itu
ini
Black Spirit gitu paling atas gambar pedang. Lu rate lu.
Red 2 orang.
Halo. Kulit. Baca chat di chat YouTube lo ini. Udah cak dia terusin cak, gue nggak jijik terusin ya tembus.
Ini juga menjiwai, Pak.
Enggak, enak-enak aja. Lumayan.
Oh, sih war kali.
Karena no, apa ayo? Ayo.
Aliansi.
Iya. Kayak bukan dari dulu itu lu ya. Dari dulu sih. Sana ada. Iya. Males banget dari dulu.
Jadi katanya
Apa? Udah lama war di situ.
sama war di situ. Yang punya Ayu juga.
Not war doang.
Oh, not war.
Gak ada kastel.
Terus
Kalau-
ngerebutin apa di situ loh?
Hmm?
Ngerebutin apa di sini kalau war dong?
Not. Enggak. Paling cuma penasaran. Di situ pensi lagi.
Kan
Baru. Atau ini tik. Mending nang jaksel. Which is amakam. Amakam. Apa? Lawless. Seneng. Burger. Tak pengen.
tahun sekarang. Ayo coba deh.
Itu bukan hal yang harus dilakukan di seumur hidup.
Terus 5.
Berarti ke tempatmu nang pasar minggu stasiun.
Kananya
Ya kan nang pasar ya. Kalibata. Ayo lah. Apa kak? Direction. Naruh.
masuk gak apa?
Apa? Mana gentengnya kan?
Emean
Biasa lemek koran. Apa?
Mau rencananya lu berapa hari lu di Bekasi lu?
Gak tahu.
Ya, kalau misalnya lama ada kosan kayaknya. Kalau lama
Bulan. Enggak sih.
sebulan. Serius? Ringan.
Enggak lah.
ya kamarku sih. Karpet.
Listrik.
Ya apa cuy?
Listrik. Oh. Apa disambung karpet listrik?
Ada.
Internet. Wis aman nih kebutuhan primer sudah terpenuhi.
Kalimalang.
35.000. Ya. Bau peju.
Siap. Ah. Perjalanan Anda masih jauh.
Dakto.
Ada.
Main ke
Ya kok tanya saya?
Makanya.
betul.
Gak ada.
Kan di film
Kalau iya mah wah ini. Terus land maksudnya? Apa yang gue mati?
16.
Makan. Anuy.
Oh, there was a time when I dreamed of being a great adventurer. Ended up returning back here. I must admit that I regret it. My wife has a good pair of shoes. Would you like to meet her? You have...
Atau ya nitpick.
Ya naik kereta terus
Apa? Tengin kan?
kan sakit.
Enggak.
Welcome to Velia. Need to use the storage? You have...
You should be mount at the time.
are various farms here in Velia. Go visit them all. Black energy haunts me in my dreams every night. I always wake up out of fear. This farm is connected to Velia.
I'm here today, back with another Black Desert video. Today's video, we're going to be taking a look at the most recent patch that came to Black Desert on December 22nd of 2021. Go over all of the important patch information, that way you don't miss anything, as well as all of the different events, that way you can take advantage of them. This patch brings the new season server, as well as the rework to pretty much every single class in the game, which means this video would be extremely long if I covered it all, which means I'm just going to cover those two briefly, and then get right into the events. I'll make separate videos for all the different class stuff, as well as the new season information in the next couple of days. Just give me some time. I got to work super late tonight, and I'm just trying to pump this one out for you. So anyway, let's get into this patch, once again, later videos. So, without further ado and delay, let's get into the patch notes themselves, and as I just mentioned, right, winter season server, class reboots, biggest things right here. So to start off on the patch notes with stuff that isn't going to get covered in more detail later, we're going to start off with the changes to the Black Spirits adventure. This has its own separate tab right here as well with more information, but basically for logging to the game, for one to add it to the adventure, you can run thing that's available when you go ahead and do exchanges and upgrades with them. So another neat little feature to give you more clarity into the RNG of the game. And that's it for like non-season server, non-class reboot related things, okay? So class reworks came out this patch. I'll cover them all in more detail. Same thing with the season server, next couple of days. Please be patient. Moving on to the actual events, though, within this patch, the first one isn't actually an event, it's more of a notice. Kind of irrelevant for NA and EU, I'm going to be totally honest with you. They told us during the Calpheon Ball that the Mountain of Eternal Winter, the new region, won't be releasing for several months. So if you want to see a preview of what's coming to Korea in a couple of days, feel free to check this out, but otherwise doesn't really mean much to you as an NA or EU player, or pretty much any other region unless you play in Korea. That's going to move us on into the actual first event, the Inner YouTuber event, aka do your best Evil Duos arm impersonation. So for this one, what you need to do is make a video involving the class reworks in any way, shape, or form. Title that with Reboot and Black Desert in the title. Put the following hashtags in the video. Link it on the forum topic post things here. And you'll be entered into the competition to win 20,000 pearls, or for grand prize winner, $1,000 USD. 700 for second place, and 500 for third place. So yeah, if you are a fellow content creator, feel free to have fun with this event and have a chance to get a nice little payout from it. I personally will not be entering it, and in fact, I'm going to use the word rework instead of reboot, entirely out of spite in every single video that I make for the rest of this patch period. The next event is the Gift of Giving. This is a Pearl Shop event. For the most part, however, there is a free-to-play option in it, but basically what you got to do to enter into this one is go to the Pearl Shop tab, press the F3 on the keyboard, go to something that you can give to a friend, I don't know, like an outfit, and then you click this little gift box right here and you send it. If you gift away anything during this period, you'll be entered into a contest to win the Dark Knight figurine. You can also get into this free to play for logging into the game every single day for a 7-day period for at least 60 minutes per day, and that'll get you into the giveaway contest. So if you want to get this little figurine, those are your two methods of entry. The next event is entirely for returning players or new players, so if you are neither of those, you can skip ahead a few seconds, but basically logging into the game as a new or returning player is going to give you a ton of free stuff. It's all stuff that you're going to want in the near future, I promise. Don't throw away anything off of this if you're new or returning. You'll slowly learn what all of these different things do as you continue to play the game, and you'll be like, wow, that Evil Duos arm guy was nice for telling me not to throw this away. The next event is Patricio's Kron Gift Shop event. So for this one, what you're going to do is visit Patricio during the in-game times of 10 p.m. to 7 a.m., which unfortunately I can't show you because it's 6:46 and I'm already up past my bedtime. And anyway, what you're going to do is go to Patricio. You can find him in-game using the Find NPC function. You can type in Patricio, and it'll bring up all of his different locations in the game. You just pick one, and it'll map it on your map as to where you need to go. When you go to him, you can spend 50 energy to exchange for various items. One of those items that you can get is the Happy Winter Outfit. The Happy Winter Outfit can be purchased for 5 million silver, and that 5 million silver will give you the outfit. This isn't an outfit that you wear. You take the outfit over to Creo, who is located up in Velia. So up here in Velia, right by the docks, you can find the NPC Creo. Creo's going to give you a Happy Winter gift box, and this has a ton of different items in it. You can see them right here. Some pretty cool, valuable, expensive items. So yeah, pretty cool event. Make sure you're rolling your energy here if you have the opportunity to. Then on December 25th, Christmas Day, if you log into the game and talk to that same NPC, Patricio, he will give you Patricio's gift box, which has a ton of crap in it. 2,000 loyalties, boss furniture box, aliens tears, 50 Cafferstones, change your name or name transfer coupon, and a Santa hat, which is the hat that my character is currently wearing. It has a little snow particle effect. It's pretty cool. So yeah, that's pretty much it for that event. Next event that we have right here is the Marnie's Fuel Experiment. This one was announced during the Calpheon Ball and said it would come out the month after the season server releases. But looks like we got it early. So December 22nd through January 19th, it will only cost you 1 Marnie's Unstable Fuel to do the gear tag system. That's 10 million silver to do that. For those of you that have ever used this before, you know that that is insanely cheap compared to what it used to be. Basically, if you click this tag NPC function up here, you can share the gear between 2 of your characters, which is super useful, and even better now that it only costs 10 million silver to do. What that's going to do for you is, with all of these different class reworks that just went live, you'll be able to use the gear tag feature, try a ton of different classes, go through all of your old classes, try out the new specs, new everything on them, which, spoiler alert, I should mention this, all of your skill points were reset, so don't go try and grind or fight anything until you redo your skill points, otherwise you're going to be sorely disappointed. But all of those were changed. You can redo all your skills, try all your different skills out, all your different characters, every character you have on your account, figure out what your new favorite one is by using the Marnie's Fuel system to copy the gear over from your main to each of these little side characters, try them all out, pick your favorite, and then when you've done that, you can pick this thing right here, the Secret Scroll of Equilibrium, which we got a couple of patches ago, to re-roll your entire character inventory weight, skills, everything can get rolled over to a new character. So yes, definitely got a nice system here set up for re-rolling your characters. And I'll make a separate guide on it after I do it, which should be pretty soon. Alright, but anyway, yeah, Marnie's Fuel, super cheap right now. Make sure to take advantage of that. The next thing we have is the Season Pass here, and if you've never done a Season server before, basically it's like a Fortnite pass. Complete different challenges on the pass to obtain different rewards. Pretty straightforward. You then have a series of buffs being applied during the winter season, so 500% combat EXP and 50% skill EXP for the winter season. For the next week, after that, it decays to 150% and 50% all the way through March 3rd, March 2nd. The next event is a 300% skill EXP buff for finding the Mysterious Knight. Don't be afraid of this dude. You can just walk up to him, talk to him, and he'll give you 300% EXP while you're out grinding for skill EXP. And the final challenge is the one we also typically see during the season servers, the level up rewards. Hitting different levels with your character is going to give you different rewards, typical stuff that we have normally seen. The next event is the Sharing the Love sweater event, so with this one, press the F3 key on the keyboard. From here, navigate to the Black Spirits pick. Silver event items, you will see the warm sweater. You can buy this once per day. It is a 10% EXP buff, as well as a 10% drop rate buff. 1 million silver, buy this. Every single one of these you buy, they will donate money to charity, so there. There's that. The final note here is all of the information about the season server you could ever want to know. Your boy Evil Do Us Harm also has videos summarizing this. I'll also make a new one because there's some slight tweaks to this season. This time around, nothing too crazy. All my old videos are still pretty much exactly accurate. But I will remake it all once again for this season because, hey, I love getting paid twice to write the same thing once. And yeah, then this is the final little thing, the Black Spirits Adventure, the holiday season version that I already talked about. So, anyway, guys. That's pretty much it as far as events go. That's pretty much it as far as this patch goes. Once again, I'll say it again. I will cover all of this stuff with these different classes as well as the season server information in subsequent videos. There's a ton of content, ton of information to go through. So much information about all these different things. I'll cover it later. I'm on vacation starting on Friday. Just please let me get there. Anyway, guys, I hope this video is going to help you. If it is, let me know in the comment section below. If it's not, if I sucked, let me know too. I don't know. I don't even care anymore. You're going to do whatever you want, you know? So, hey, thanks for watching. Look forward to seeing you in the next YouTube video, Twitch live stream, wherever I'm going to see ya. Peace.
Here with another video. Today we're going to go over the update for the week as well as winter season and class reboot that started today as well in global regions on PC. There is a lot of content to get through, so let's start with winter season. So winter season is a special server option in-game that allows new players or returning players to accelerate their gear progression massively. The resources and gear enhancements are much easier than normal gear, and now once you finish your season, so to speak, you can then progress on normal servers with a new path to guarantee your weapons and armors to pen, the highest enhancement level available in the game. That is the basic gist of seasons. That's why season exists. You create a special season character which you can play on season channels for the duration of the winter season. We will be able to graduate or finish our season early if you want in the coming weeks, but if you want to take your time, our season will be ending March the 2nd. So you have a lot of time to take advantage of season perks if you're new or you're returning and have no gear and just want to grind as much as possible. Now, I have a couple of season guides on my channel that go into the more specifics of how to progress through seasons, the most recent one being the Season Plus guide that is still very much relevant. The only thing I want to add is a recommendation to you guys starting out on season servers for the first time, or maybe you're a returning player and are unsure of what class to want to choose for season. Now, I have a new class guide coming out very soon with a tier list of all the classes, but I'll tell you my top 3 season classes for those just starting out in the game, and hopefully that will give you enough of an edge and help you progress a little bit faster than normal. So of the many classes and specs that we have, I would advise you to select Guardian Awakening, Striker Succession, or Lawn Succession as your class choices. These are very strong PvE grinder classes that are going to continue to excel even after season ends for you and your armors and weapons begin to go past that season limit. Now, as for grind spots, you'll want to be focusing on Sulfur Mines in Valencia. It's very good money for what is needed to grind there. Star's End and Calfian is a little bit harder to grind, but really good money as well. And if you're more advanced, Viragi Den or Altar Imps is also good in Elvia for the season gear available to you. Now, before we move on from the winter season, I also want to give you some advice on the season pass and season graduation reward. Now, the season pass is a premium element. It's optional. That is pretty decent actually for the price what you get, but again, it's not necessary if you're new. It can help you give some additional income, but again, absolutely not necessary. The season graduation reward, however, this one's a little tricky. You're gonna have a few options, especially if you're starting the game now, because we've had so many seasons now. The current winter season reward is not currently available to us. We don't know what it is. Even knowing what it may be, you want to look for the Penkaposha necklace or the Penkaposha belt as your first reward from seasons. Now, these items are equivalent to Tet Yellow accessories that are worth 5 to 7 billion silver depending on your server, so it is a nice boost to your gear once you graduate. Absolutely go for those. And that's all I got for winter season stuff. Remember, Remember to check out the Season Plus guide I've made on my channel to get into the smaller details of Season, and hopefully you guys have as much fun as I'll be having through Season for the next few months. Now, class reboots, the next major update that we have today. So 17, well, I guess 18 classes got reboots. There were also some changes to Guardian, Nova Stage, and Hash, which I'm going to go over after I talk about the class reboots. So mostly buffs, though Nova did get a nerf to her Excel SA being moved to her E buff now. I'll talk about that a little bit later. Now, as for the reboots, we're basically looking at mostly buffs across the board. If you're coming back, you may have noticed some slight nerfs to some class passives, the way your class works. It's not the end of the world. In my opinion, the problem is in the name of this whole change, the rework or the reboot of these classes. It's not really a rework or a reboot. These are more balance changes than anything. Your class identity, at least for the most classes, will not change. Some classes got much needed help. Others got a lot of intricate changes with new skills, additional help no one really asked for. And other classes got some weird and unexplainable changes that, you know, they're not bad, but they don't really address the core issue of that class. Now, if you're a PvE only player, then most of these reboots will be a good way for you to change your grind up. We also have the event now starting with a 1 Marnie fuel tag event, so you can copy your gear from your main class to any other class for basically free. Before, it would have cost you maybe a couple of billion silver to do that, so not bad at all. Take advantage of that. This is the best time to test out different classes where you normally grind. For PvP, it actually also allows you to see how much better or worse the reboot classes have become in dueling or RBF, or if you do Node Wars, that as well. It's too early, I think, to call the meta classes, but I put my money on Berserker, maybe being the runaway class in need of a second look from just the way things are shaping up. We'll see how the larger scale PvP meta shapes up over the coming weeks, but Berserker seems pretty strong right now. For me personally, I've had some experience playing the rebooted classes in Korea, test server as well, but I still want to try Sork Awakening, Striker Awakening, and Timber Succession, because that whole riding Highline gimmick, it seems weird. I want to see if it's actually viable. We'll see how that goes. We also have changes to resistance in PvP, so that's now an 80% modifier cap instead of 60, which doesn't really change a whole lot in the grand scheme of things. If you're not a fan of resistance being a factor in PvP, then it won't really change how you feel. If you're a new player, you don't know what resistance is, it's just sort of like an RNG aspect to combat, which no one likes. Blocks now are stronger if you have a Q block, but are weaker on S block, and if your block breaks, you won't actually have that frontal guard for a few seconds, so you can't just press S block forever. You can't even use frontal guard skills. The frontal guard won't be there. All grabs are now on a longer cooldown, so that got nerfed, but they all now have super armor and success. Slows and speed buffs now have a cap as well, so slows can only slow you up to 50% below your normal level. So if you start at 100%, you can go all the way down to minus 50%. However, if you have buffs that increase your movement speed and attack speed, which most people do, you can still be slowed by above 50%, you know? So you're at 120%, someone slows you for 70%, you'll still hit that minus 50% stack. And for buffs, you can only go up to 250%. Now, summon AP also changed, so pet summons, that now scales with your bonus AP, which is a significant amount of damage you've now gained if you're a class with any sort of summon attack. Knockback is now a 0.7 value CC, just like stiffness. That opens up the door for a lot more combos if you have a knockback CC. This is pretty nice for Archer. We can also now see class to class damage ratios in-game through the adventure guide. So if you want to see how much damage you're dealing to any other class, you can now see that in-game, and if they ever change it, you can see the changes in the future within the adventure guide in-game. That's a really good change. Elevation no hit has been improved, so you can now hit targets below you or above you. This is mostly for ranged attacks that had issues with elevation that would just not hit and do no damage. For specific class reworks, I mean, I have videos on most classes. The non-reboot classes also received some balance changes, which again makes me think, you know, we could have just called this the season of balance changes or instead of reboot or rework, but you know, whatever. In terms of non-reboot classes, I'll start with Guardian. She now deals more damage in Awakening on some skills. Also, some pre-awakened skills got some damage increases and some better smoothing links, but I wouldn't call any of those changes significant. Guardian's just going to still play the same. Guardian Succession, still waiting for those buffs one day, maybe. Who knows? Hashashin is a whole different story. Lost their accuracy passive buff, so that's a bit of a nerf, but they gained more evasion passive and AP, and they also received some more damage to Dune Slash. Dune Strike is now a no cooldown skill with down smash and air strike modifier. Collapse now has evasion debuff. Doom Strike no longer has it. Ensnaring Sands now debuffs attack speed as well as movement speed. The Recall now gives iframe into assay when you use the recall function. Silent Breach no longer CCs in PvP but now has a frontal guard. Serpent's Coil now has increased evasion effect and does not consume stamina. Veracity now deals more damage and activates faster. Crown Kick no longer CCs but now increases attack speed when using that skill and deals more damage. Retribution deals more damage. The Hashashin E-buff received 20 AP and 15% crit damage added. And Blades Pack, the E-buff in succession, now has 30% crit rate for 30 seconds. Overall, some nice changes from Hashashin. Nova, however, Nova Succession Pawn now deals less damage to compensate for the additional AP bonus that I talked about with the summons. Their passive now gives 8 more DP and 100 more HP. In Awakening Nova, like I said, the assay is gone from the Excel and is now on the E-buff. Frozen Ring now does more damage and has a minus...
Kenapa? Biasa macam-macam. Memang sanggas ya inilah. Ya itulah. Minum lah. Grinding mana enaknya, Cek? Tight. Nggak kuat kayaknya gue di server masih bocor. Udah ada 10. $216. Oh, kayak ngepas aja. Mansau badak ya? Mana ya? Sang ke Fadis lah gue ini. Minum guys. Gimana? Dari apa Basil? Iya nyari apa, Cak? Oh iya, daripada gua ke daerah kari, mending gua ke daerah kanan nyari duit. Lo kecilin kali anjir, nggak ada yang gua rubah anjir. Iya, sama aja. Adanya kuno meskipun cuma satu, sakit sama di lain cepet. Lagi juga yang skill areanya Wits nggak terlalu grindingable bang. Kan ngecase apa? Guys, makasih yang udah nonton, thank you. Dadah. Ini mau ganti setting, ini Streamlabs percuma kalau pas subscribe. Ini mending gue pakai ops anjing. Mending gue setting ulang di. Iya. Seneng kok di ops bisa disetting soalnya juga auto anjing. Jadi know what the best for me. Apa? Mino. Mino aja. Ada aja.
His 10 DP debuff. Boodle Ring now deals more damage and has a lower cooldown. PvP damage on that skill was adjusted down. Combust Life now recovers half the star's breath and HP it used to. Now Sage loses 5% accuracy buff from her passive as well as the special attack damage, and instead gains 5% cast speed. I wouldn't be happy with that trade. It received damage nerfs in PvE to Form Shift, Outdoors Fist, Rift Storm, and Illusion expansion in both Succession and Absolute versions of those skills. Succession had their Overdrive passive effect reset instead of their E-buff, which is a big oof. That's a big nerf. In Awakening, Sage received nerfs to PvP damage for Aftershock and Annihilation. Finally, Corsair gained 2 AP from her passive change, 6% evasion, and lost the crit damage. Mareka skills now only have iframe when you're underground and have had their cooldowns reduced slightly. The Succession Mermaid skills now deal more damage in PvE, and her Awakening now deals less damage with her summons to compensate for the added AP bonus that they get. So out of these non-rework classes, I think Hashashin came out pretty golden compared to the others. As for events, we have a charity event for Doctors Without Borders. That's a really good cause. I like to see that. Winter Dice Board is here as well. You can choose one of two dice. The small die has 1 to 3 and will triple your rewards if you land on a snowflake tile. And the large die has 4 to 6 and will double your rewards if you land on a snowflake tile. The round rewards are really good too. I love the design of the board personally, and I'm glad they're making this a sort of reoccurring event. We saw it in Halloween, now we saw it for winter. Hopefully we continue seeing this kind of stuff. Igor Bartali in Velia now plays Yar and is apparently pretty bad at it, so it's a good place to learn the game if you're new to the game. Yar is a no reward, purely for fun minigame that is actually pretty good if you're a new player. Check it out. You can duel NPCs in Velia or your friends. I highly recommend you actually try this. Even though there are no rewards, it's pretty fun, and if you're on EU, you can actually send me an invite. Family name is Anders, and I'll be happy to duel you if I'm around. Now, pets have the percentages of skills able to be learned when you exchange them. There really is no way to influence the percentages, but at least it shows us what we already knew. Karma Recovery is basically the caution of the pet skills. We also have a 500% XP event, winter season level up rewards, new player level up rewards, Mysterious Night event for more skill XP bonus, and a brand new outfit for all classes. Berserker also has the Ulfhedna outfit, which looks amazing. If you weren't aware, Ulfhedna is from Norse mythology and also is in The Witcher. It's a sort of werewolf, so maybe it's a cheeky way of saying the designer is a Witcher fan or a fan of Norse mythology. I don't know, you let me know. Sugar Rush is also available for all classes, but the underwear is only for females, not shy of course, and is sold separately. I have a Sugar Rush outfit giveaway on my Discord running for the next few days, so be sure to check that out after this video. And that's pretty much it for this one, guys. Are you guys excited to play on winter season? Let me know which class you'll be choosing in the comments, and let me know what you guys think about today's video over on our community Discord. We're now public on Discord Discovery.
でもなる。暴れるだけ暴れて敵を引きつけ、味方を逃がした後は姿を消す。そして反撃の準備。
Hmm. Apaan? Ya, pakai itu, Cak. Kok basilik nggak ada isinya sih, Cok? Hah? Yang keluar bukan ular anjir. Orang anjir. Oh. Mesti dipukul dulu, nggak kayak ini. Bangsat. Badak banget anjing. Jelas nggak awet sih ini. Emang si Momoda nggak berhenti nggak bisa disibuk, tapi badak banget ini. Mata lu seru, wardrobe-nya worth sih seru, mana murah banget lagi 8.000.
Bakrisit. Kayak sudah lulus.
Oh nggak ada ya di Basilik ya? Yang itu apa? Yang bunuh
Finally,
berapa
an
dapat
MMO that
berapa ini? Bunuh berapa dapat apa?
respects your time.
Welcome back to part 2 of an MMO that made me quit World of Warcraft, or
seen
perhaps finally an MMO that respects your time.
Yeah.
I'm not sure on the title just yet, but I want to pick something that will grab your attention. Yeah, you can call it clickbait, but I promise.
I love how I remember I watched an Aiden Ross stream, and Aiden came out and he turned on the stream and he titled it "Exposing Twitch," and then he's sitting there like doing his hair. He wasn't wearing a shirt for some reason because he said his room was hot. And after like he gets enough people in the stream, he just says, "Yeah, by the way, I'm not really exposing Twitch. I just came up with like this thumbnail and like the title because I wanted to clickbait you guys into getting in here and watching my video." So like, yeah, guys, it is what it is. You know, you gotta respect the hustle. You know, man's gotta do what a man's gotta do. You gotta eat. And then everybody in chat just like fucking spam W's. It was the funniest fucking thing that I'd ever seen. See guys, now it's gonna kill only 4 dolphins, 3 dolphins, 2 dolphins, 1 dolphins, 0 dolphins. It's not gonna kill any more dolphins. Now we're just gonna recycle it and it's gonna kill the earth. Okay, let's watch the video.
This video will be worth your time, and I hope this video can offer you some insight into the truth about Lost Ark, and more importantly, serve as a tool that you can share with your friends when you see them dismiss the game due to misinformation.
Bunch of
Many of
weeb
you saw
shit.
my initial Lost Ark review video stating that I thought the game would be something that you guys can look forward to at the start of 2022, with the official Western release date taking place on
February 11th.
February 11th.
Yeah.
And in that review, I spoke so highly of the game that some people thought it was even a sponsored video, which I found pretty funny, as that is something that I have to legally...
I can't relate to that at all, man. Yeah, I can't say I can relate to that. Oh, man. That never happens to me.
disclose. You know, there's no way I could support such a game, right?
Yeah.
Another trash free-to-play Korean MMO.
Mhm.
Well, since my initial review, I put just about 1,000 hours into the game by
Kalau
challenging
sampai
myself with some of
balik
the
lagi,
hardest
Cak.
content
Jesus.
Lost Ark has to offer.
God damn.
To my surprise,
Iya,
I
kalau
still
sampai
share
balik
the
lagi,
same
nggak
thoughts
jelas
from my
ya.
initial review. Okay, patience on this one, patience. Wait.
That
thing sucked me like a Hoover!
Ooh.
What the fuck was that? I was so far away!
Mungkin jelas ada yang
He a
kaya.
dead ass.
Please!
He a dead ass. Yo, heal him, man.
I recently got done watching the 2021 Loa-On event, which
I
is
didn't
essentially
see
the
this.
Lost Ark BlizzCon.
Kan ke gap
It lays out a
selingkuh juga pada
roadmap for the
akhirnya
game and
ini.
what players can
That looks
expect in the
cool.
coming months. And honestly, I was blown away. I went from being a fan of the content in Lost Ark to becoming a fan of Smilegate and the developers that make the game. So in this video, I'll discuss some of the notable things mentioned during the live stream for those of you that missed it.
Cool.
But more importantly, I'll break down what this means for potential players as well as the MMO genre in general. Let's get started. Now, it's
Alrighty.
important to note that this was the first Loa-On event that was translated for English viewers, which
Yeah,
allowed
I never
many
heard of this
newcomers
shit
to participate
before.
in the ceremony. And unlike other developer presentations I've seen in the past, Smilegate opened up the show by discussing all of the mistakes they had made over the past year. They then decided to go over player metrics to demonstrate the recent growth of the game, and yes, some of this could be due to the fact that notable games like MapleStory and Lineage had made severe errors with their monetization over the past year. However, this situation is extremely similar to what took place between World of Warcraft and Final Fantasy XIV. Many players fled from games like Aeon, MapleStory, and Lineage, seeking a new home in Lost Ark. The director then decided to discuss the recent delay of Lost Ark in the Western region. Many people chose to blame Amazon for their incompetence or their
Dibahas banyak
favoritism
orang.
towards New
Bro, these
World.
guys-
However, he went on
does this
record
game
to
have a
say
hip
that
slider?
the delay
God
was aimed at
damn.
improving the localization of Tier 3 Legion raids for the Western release.
So this game is
Lost Ark
based.
saw tremendous growth following the introduction of Legion raids, which is essentially the highlight of the game for many people.
Legion
you probably saw the
raids.
video of Asmongold reacting to my friend Saint Tone.
Before the meteor lands in 2 to 3 minutes. If you're tight on DPS on this point and you were getting close,
So it's a fucking. This is the Asmongold content cycle. I react to a video, and then somebody makes a video of me reacting to the video, and then I react to the video of them reacting to me reacting to the other video. So I just never run out of content. It's like multiplicative content scaling.
Ntar gue nonton Twitch habis iklan ya, udah mulai gue pause bentar. Iklan lagi, kontol
That is
anjing.
April,
Udah langsung gue
currently in
keluarin
Commander
ya.
Raid, and that is by far the most difficult content Lost Ark has to offer. The director wanted to make sure that players in the Western region could experience these Legion raids as soon as possible, hence the delay. It is important to note that Lost Ark also released 4 Legion raids within a 1-year time span. And believe it or not, these are some of the best raids I've experienced.
How many bosses does
in any
it
game.
have though? After 200 plus attempts.
Let's go!
Iya, kayaknya sekarang
Let's
lebih
go,
gampang
man! Let's fucking go, boys!
dibanding
Oh,
season
wow,
kemarin.
look at
They
the
want to shift the focus
oranges.
towards
Iya kan,
creating
gue baru
more
main season
horizontal
ini. Gue
content.
juga dapet
And what is
17
horizontal
nih.
content?
Fall
It's the
Guys.
content that the average player enjoys.
Tapi kan itu
The truth
butuh
is,
berapa
many
Cok buat
people will
jadi ini?
attempt these raids, and
Sprouts.
they'll probably never get a chance at actually finishing them. The content
Yeah.
itself is extremely
Maka dua.
difficult, and a lot of people just don't have the time for that anymore. But that doesn't mean they shouldn't exist. But more on that later.
Wow.
Now there were so many
Kalau
announcements
season
that
kemarin
took
ya,
place during
kalau
the
season
development
kemarin
update.
gampang
An
ya.
engine update to
Kalau
DirectX
seasonnya Nova
improving
ya.
the FPS players can experience ranging from
Season
30 to
Nova Tier 2 ya.
70%. 3 new
Gue pasti
classes
punya
including
banyak
footage
kayaknya
from
yang
the
Nova gue
Painter class,
jadi.
various UI
Bro,
updates.
I'm gonna be honest.
Sama
Like, I
sekali
feel
nggak
like
ada.
the combat in the game is fucking garbage because
Ada
every
sini
single time that
19,
you hit a mob, it
39.
just stuns the mob and it doesn't do anything. Like the only really good combat in the game that I
Iya,
see
gue
is
grinding
whenever you're
Nova
fighting against an
bentar lagi naik
NPC
62
that
cuma
is
dapat 39 ya.
it's
Gue gak pernah nungguin
not
Empire
stun
soalnya.
immune. I love how you guys are actually question marking me for this.
Dari
Whenever I
zaman
made this
Mystic,
exact
main
same
Mystic mah.
point, whenever they
Waktu
released
bareng lu
the
main
trailer,
Assassin.
and everybody was like,
Kita
"True,
gak nungguin
bro,
Empire
true."
juga.
Look, I'll show you exactly what I mean. Yeah, like this. Right?
Mantap.
It's like you're basically juggling a large amount of NPCs that, because of your damage combo, effectively don't do anything.
Orang-orang
They
malas
just
juga
sit there and
sampai
die.
ada orang
See,
legend
like
lah
that's
sini
that's all
PK
I'm
doang
saying.
ini.
Like, am I
Nangkap
wrong
udah
about
ini.
that? Like, I think that sucks. Yeah, it sucks. Like, I'm not saying the game's bad. I'm saying like that mechanic is bad. Like, I didn't say the game's bad. I said that mechanic of the combat's bad. They're trash mobs. Yeah. That doesn't work. It doesn't happen in PoE. No, it doesn't. Not unless you freeze. That's every ARPG. No, it's not. It's not how it works in Diablo either. Have you guys never played the games? This is the first game that you ever played before?
Yes,
Like, I put
sir.
1,000, 2,000, 3,000 hours into Diablo. I put thousands of hours into PoE. You think I don't fucking know this? Are we really gonna fight about some bullshit just because I don't like the juggling aspect of the game? I think that it's boring. Shut the fuck up. I'm right.
FPS players can experience ranging from 30 to 70%.
Y'all
3 new
wildin',
classes,
yeah,
including
true.
footage from the new Painter class, various UI updates and improvements that players have been
They
asking
don't do
for,
anything.
new story and PvP-based continents that include realm versus realm and siege battles, as well as the addition of new
Just sit
Guardian
there and
raids,
die.
Abyss dungeons, and Legion raid difficulties. However, all of these things are things that you can just Google, but what you can't Google is the passion that the community and the developers
Yeah,
have
dude,
for
people
this game,
love this
and that is
game.
the point of this video. If you haven't heard, all the true competitors
I think that's what's the craziest thing to me about Lost Ark is the fact that the game has actually grown in Russia and it's grown in Korea. Like, imagine an MMO that actually grows in 2021. That is really cool to see, man.
content in Lost Ark is equalized, meaning that everyone is brought down to the same item level and stripped of certain power elements such as runes, tripods, and gems.
100 million?
However, because of this, certain classes perform significantly better in such environments.
Damn.
Rather than just gutting classes like Lance Master, Smallgate decided to provide free sources of those runes, gems, and tripods, restoring a level of balance that would resemble real-world balance while still maintaining equalization. Rather than stripping
Damn it.
fun, they decided
Could
to
be a
provide fun
vulnerability
for
phase.
all players to experience in these Hell Mode raids. These are the creative solutions I am looking for from a developer. During my initial review, I discussed the monetization elements of Lost Ark. The game essentially runs on a WoW token-based review. I
think that's what the scariest thing to a lot of people is. Like, more than anything, is the monetization of the game. Because I've heard so many people just immediately like blow it off and be like, Lost Ark, more like fucking pay to win Korean MMO grindfest garbage. You just spend money and you beat the game arc. So like at this point, I don't know if that's going to be the case or not. And I'm just going to play the game. I'm going to see for myself, because in my opinion, if the game does have a strong sense of pay to win, it's going straight into the garbage. It's going to go straight into the garbage, and it's not even going to be my decision. People are just going to stop playing it. Like Western audiences just don't they don't vibe with that. Even a lot of the people that like Genshin's really popular for sure, it definitely is. But a lot of the popularity is overseas.
The monetization element of Lost Ark. The game essentially runs on a WoW token-based system where players can purchase gold, and instead of receiving game time for gold, they receive blue crystals. Those blue crystals are used for small quality of life features throughout the game in a way to resemble WoW's game time to keep that transaction going for a free-to-play game. One of the main uses for these blue crystals is to receive that extra loot box at the end of the raid. Now remember, you are being paid gold to complete these raids in the first place, so essentially this is just a cost of raiding when trying to complete the raid set perhaps 1 week sooner. Despite this, Smilegate decided to get rid of this system and no longer use blue crystals to receive this chest, and instead it will just cost gold. And as a result, this hurts the value of blue crystals, thus cutting down on the need for that WoW token transaction that we discussed earlier. In fact, they estimate that it will result in nearly a 17% loss in revenue. What this does do, however, is improve the perception of the game to the Western audience, as well as cut down on a lot of the inflation that currently exists in the game due to the amount of gold that you receive from simply raiding each week. When talking about—
So you're killing 2 birds with 1 stone. That's actually good. So yeah, they're actually getting rid of that one, because that's the one thing that people told me. They said, like, basically you can buy bonus rolls, and whenever you buy a bonus roll, that's real money. And I was like, right? But now they're not even gonna have that, and it's not even gonna be a thing. Inflation, so it's like real life. Yeah.
The loss of revenue, the director stated that many players have been supporting the game through buying skins and feel that it was an important step for the health of the game.
It's Patrick.
A trash free-to-play Korean MMO sacrificing revenue.
Bro, to be fair though, like, that's before they made that announcement. To be fair, that is before they made that announcement, because before then, people thought that's what it was gonna be.
For the perception and health of the game. Now, while we're on the topic of raids, I wanted to discuss what this means for the casual player. As mentioned earlier, they discussed the importance of horizontal progression. Last year, we experienced the release of 4 Legion raids. However, this year we can expect 2 Legion raids as well as other PvE-related content.
I'm glad that they have a focus on content that's not just straight up in-game. Things like Gold Saucer, things like Palace of the Dead, things like Dark Moon Fair, things like the Mage Tower. These are really, really, really good types of content that matter a lot in MMOs. And I think that that's the kind of stuff that, like, it keeps people engaged in the game on a more friendly level. You know, they're more excited to log on. It makes the game a place that you spend your time on, rather than a game that you beat things in and you do things in. It now becomes a part of your routine that you log into and you just enjoy passively. It makes it social. Yeah, but it's more than that.
Why only 2? Well, the focus of this year is to create a sense of fun. This year, there will be a complete overhaul of the housing system that will now be cross-server and will include additional functionality, customization. You can create mini-games for your friends to play, demonstrate raid achievements through trophies, and honestly straight up make your house look like Disneyland.
God, bro, this is... Bro, it's like Michael Jackson's house. What the fuck? Look at this. Yeah, what the hell, man? That's crazy. Oh my god, that's really cool.
He also discussed the implementation of a mod system where they demonstrated examples like custom games such as Dota, tower line defense, platformer style maps, and even games like Mario Party that you can explore with your friends. Yeah,
What
Mario
the
Party,
fuck?
I'm not kidding. There's a ton of other casual content that currently exists in the game, but for me, this was something I never expected out of an MMO.
That's really
And
cool.
although people like to make the claim that Lost Ark is like Diablo or PoE, it is nothing of the sort. It is an MMORPG, and the implementation of such content only furthers the point to those who are uninformed. And when asked by a player who unironically is a quote-unquote WoW refugee about the direction of the game, the director gave a familiar answer that I'm sure many players can relate with. The context of the question was from somebody who had a negative bias against Korean MMOs, as they typically include artificial barriers to progression.
and look, they have
after
girls
playing
that play
the
the
game, he
game.
discovered there was more to the game than what the stereotype would portray.
Oh,
The
that's
director
cool.
responded by saying that they made a mistake by releasing 4 Legion raids back-to-back, as it created a sense of urgency
To
for
do each
vertical
one.
progression. And although my friends and I have never really had trouble keeping up with the pace of the game, those who are unable to play regularly or...
Wait, 27% of people that play Lost Ark are girls? 27% girl user base? It's so funny to me that they have, like, all of the games that allow, like, the female characters to be just, like, ridiculously sexy to the point to where it's like, this is like a porn fantasy. These games have the highest girl population. And meanwhile, you have fucking New World, where, like, every girl... I mean, like, you don't even notice that it's a girl, really, most of the time, right? Unless you look closely. All the people that play that one are a bunch of balding men with gray beards. Okay? That's all it is.
Every day may fall behind. He goes on to say that there's a delicate balance between catering to both the hardcore and casual audience. Furthermore, allowing the hardcore audience to dictate the pace of the game is not healthy. Thus, they plan to slow down the pace of Legion Race and working on more horizontal content that players can partake in during the meantime, allowing for everyone to catch up. And if that content is not something he recommends they take a break from the game and play something else until the raid is released. This sounds awfully familiar from what we heard from Yoshi P, the director of Final Fantasy XIV, last year. It's an attempt at valuing players' time and creating a more wholesome MMO experience. Dia pakai bahasa Rusia bukan? Furthermore, during the Q&A section, the player asked if they can implement a
beda berarti, Cok.
1v1 arena mode.
That'd be cool.
And the director responded with, "Sure, that's easy to do." They're willing to make changes on the fly while maintaining their vision of the game. The reason I made this video is because many people dismissed Final Fantasy XIV earlier this year simply because it was a Japanese weeb game. However, after trying it, those same people are now praising Yoshi P for his refreshing take on MMORPGs. I believe the same is happening to Lost Ark. It is dismissed by many due to the Korean MMO stereotype. However, to the current player base, Lost Ark is much greater than that. It is an MMO that is appreciated by players worldwide. By no means is Lost Ark a perfect game. And just like Final Fantasy XIV, Warcraft, it may not be for everyone. But it is certainly a game that is worth the attention of players.
Tapi masih
I'm not in
jalan-jalan
the
aja.
business of trying to sell you on video games, but what I am in the business of now is trying to support developers and MMO projects that put their players
And
first.
that's the pre-order.
Lost Ark is a game that I can see myself playing for the next couple of years.
Tapi begitu lo
Not
bersihin
in terms of
lancar, Cok.
making videos because I love to cover all games, but just as a player, and I look forward to the launch of the game and seeing how they can adapt to the Western market. If you guys have any questions about the game, you can check out my live stream somewhere here on the screen, and I would be more than happy to answer them. Thank you all so much for watching, and I hope to see you all in the next one. Take care.
That's a good one, boys. That's a good one.
Sepatunya Adi kering, Cok.
You gonna take back your goofy take on LA combat now? You mean my take about killing trash mobs? Is it really that upsetting to you? That I think that the killing of trash mobs in Lost Ark and the juggling of them while they're just being stun locked by your own attacks is boring? Shut up. I know it's only part of the game. It's not a big deal. I think all this other stuff is really cool. It's like, that's what you hear, right? I say in 3 seconds, I say, oh, I don't like this part of the game. People are like, oh, bro, what? You hate the game, huh? Well, fuck you, man. I'm not gonna watch you anymore. I'm excited for this game. It sucks that you hate it, man. You're gonna find out. This game's gonna be so good. Bro, why do you hate the game? But like, no, like on the real though, like if you can actually make a house like this and shit, like that's pretty cool. Same as like the Mario Party stuff and the tower defense and this little like this looks cool on its own. Like I can see this. I can see this being like an indie game or something like that just on its own. So I'm excited to see this. Yeah, that's great. How many millions was he paid to say that? Oh, this video? I'm pretty sure Stoops got paid between $450 and $490 million to make this video. The Korean marketing machine is extremely strong, and it has its roots everywhere. It's a lot of money, but he was paid in Dogecoin, so it's actually about $17. I find it so funny. Why are they wearing masks on a microphone? What? Like, is Omicron really that? Is it that contagious? They're gonna wear a mask on Skype? God damn, bruh. Don't act like he isn't paid for these videos. That's really disingenuous. Man, you just stupid. He not paid for the videos. He just likes the game. Like, you just stupid. Shut the fuck up. When are you gonna make a game studio new MMORPG? I feel like I've never really given a fuck about making a video game, man. Is that weird? Like maybe one day I'll make a video game. That could be cool, like something small. Yeah, I just never like I like playing games. It's the same as like music, right? Like I love listening to music, right? You go.
Hey you, and welcome back to Jojo. Today I'm going to show you guys how to remove your mechanical switches from your hot swap mechanical keyboard. So if you have a GK68XS that you recently purchased, into it. First, pull these switches out from the mechanical keyboard, but a switch puller essentially allows you to pull these switches out from the mechanical keyboard, but obviously small switches. New mechanical difference but plastic switch, which are going to so you need to. What you're going to do of the switch as shown. So you can see there's little tabs that I'm pushing on right on the top and on the bottom over here. And these two tabs allow you to remove the switch. So you can see the point is to push in these tabs which have these clips on there, and that clips into the PCB here. So let me repeat again. You go from the top and bottom of the switch, you push it down, you can see those tabs pushing, and then you pull the
Ya, kata orangnya kan keterlaluan. Kemarin The Witcher lumayan seru juga tuh. Kartunya ceritanya. Cok.
Woi,
Gimana diajak ngomong anjing.
gue bilang seru anjir.
Ya, yakin ini lagi keluar alasan-alasan.
Ganti switchnya ini nih.
Oh, lagi nganin keyboard. Lu nonton map Psycho aja. Map Psycho.
Doang.
6:30. Emang di optiknya tuh benar-benar pas lepas nonjol gitu, Cok? Enggak kan, di dalam kan kayak ada pengkait buat keypad gitu kan? Apa yang beda? Nggak ngerti lo ya. Cok,
Nggak tahu. Tes
itu
tes.
itu lu copot keyboard. Jadi kewajiban baru ya. Sengaja ya. Kok gua nggak dapet kayaknya.
Nah, ininya sih. Tangan kok.
Masa apa udah pakai aja. Dan cadangannya WASD.
Ah, bisa di bisnya.
Oh,
Ya misalkan kayak tadi nih. Gue sama adek gua berganti sama paus sama
asik.
Survival bonus.
Need some blue.
Sonic guide rounds acquired.
No, I don't want that.
Dark Rift apaan? Echo Rift. Oh, Dark Rift kelarin lah. Tapi nggak worth sekarang, Cok. Lu digahas 2 jam aja 400 juta ya. Gampang banget, segampang itu dapat duit kan. Yang mahal banget ya.
Apa dong?
Nggak gas doang, naga juga. Titanium juga. Resen juga, mahal dropanya. Padahal gue sempet ngumpulin dulu ya, kresen 60.000. Terus kalau belum gue jual, kayak dapat Bitcoin gue. Tapi sekarang dropannya satu momen satu gitu, Cok. Kalau lo nggak pakai scroll.
If you lose your composure, you'll eventually lose yourself.
Kan bokap gue dapet HP Xiaomi ya, dari gara-gara jadi RW ya, dari Pemda ya. Tapi ada aplikasi namanya Sapa Warga. Kayak nggak kepake gitu nih. Buat nggak jelas, di login pas gua buka akses ditolak.
Xiaomi apaan?
Xiaomi biasa 6. Paling ini gara paling dipotong nih budgetnya, yakin gue ini. Apa yang Xiaomi itu kan iya. Terus udah gitu gue yakin nih korupsi juga nih. HP-nya harusnya bisa lebih bagus. Tapi dipotong. Terus ini aplikasi Sapa Warga nggak guna gini nih, ngabisin dana pasti nih. Orang nggak disosialisasinya ini. Buat proyek kan. Om emang nggak dapet, Cok, harus. Dia habis ngapain ini, jualin apa nih? Oh, beli ninja. Pakai ninja. Motor ininya. belum lihat IG. Cara apa? Ada nggak sih ya headset buatan kayak Razer, Steelers, Rexus gitu-gitu yang kayak headset HP tapi WiFi, kayak AirPod gitu, yang ada dongle-nya gitu. Jadi nggak usah beli aplikasi WiFi lagi, beli extended WiFi lagi dibuat PC. Ada ya?
Setuju kan?
Coba contohnya apa?
Headset. Setuju. Apa cok?
Hah? Apaan tuh? Artik. Nah kalau Arctic kan ini gue lihat Razer Hammerhead ini. Kalau Arctic kan kegedean gitu, Cok. Kayaknya kalau streaming kayak enakan. Gitu.
Tough, man.
Iya, cuma yang wireless. Kalau bisa pakai buat HP kan, jadi
In case this is 145, I'm going for it.
Okay.
nggak bisa pakai PC, coba. Nggak bisa kan, PC nangkep wifi-nya pakai apa anjir? Nangkep Bluetooth-nya.
Maybe not.
Mana ada wireless gocap aja.
Konverternya.
Konverter gimana sih? Wireless lah, Cok, anjir. Bluetooth sama wireless beda loh.
Insta them. So difficult. Oh my god.
Iya, Antong.
Does.
Go work, go work.
This guy's a hurricane.
Oh, Obi-Wan.
Oh, in our game?
This is Obi-Wan Jabroni or something though.
Oh, okay.
Survival
So
bonus.
same guy.
Mounted combat acquired.
Do you end up finding any meds?
I have, yeah, I can drop you some first aids here.
Perfect.
Ini serius, Razer Hammerhead cuma 300.000.
Wonderful. No nitro though, man. Oh, on our bot left.
Man down.
Check him.
Kenapa? Banyak juga ini yang kalian tahu.
15 bandages. Level 3 gear on that guy.
Per hit ya? Ratus kan?
Gue bingung sama orang-orang kayak gitu ya. Still series mosi aja segala. Dia cuma jangan-jangan yang jual di Tokped tuh marketing perusahaannya gitu, Cok. Bukan perseorangan gitu. Kenapa? Siapa? Belum sih. Lagi nonton anime nggak? Ada headset. Siapa tahu ada.
Pakai Cuk.
Nah, headset gue masih bisa gue pakai, nggak jelas tuh lagi. Nggak dibilangin. Gue nyari yang ada dongle-nya.
Habis.
Apaan habis?
Kristun.
Banyaknya yang live, Cok. Cok, 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 Cok. Coba cari Zebra 65T deh.
Ah? Apaan, Cok?
Kenapa Cak? Tuh. Marah banget sih.
Agak ada orang.
Gua kira anime action, anime nyanyi-nyanyi anjing. Agak. Jadi tentang dia tuh AI. Nah, dia didatangin virus dari masa depan gitu. Kasih tahu. Vivi itu loh. Welcome back.
Buru.
Lah udah bangun aja anjing.
Gila betul banget.
Lo bukan manusia lu. Tidur setengah jam cukup. Jangan reptil dulu anjing. Contoh. Ini konspirasi manusia reptil beneran aja.
Ada yang di overlord.
Ada nggak jelas. Bener sih mau perang ngewe dulu bener. Biar jadi janda istrinya. Jangan ngurus anak sendiri.
Kadal.
Oh lama banget.
Tahun depan.
Season 3-nya kurang banget sih endingnya. Tapi mau gimana, dia memang OP dari season 1 enggak deng. Tapi di season 2 atau season 1 gitu ya. Yang si vampirnya keculik kan itu kan mulai seru. Iya.
Idiota.
Belum dikasih tau kan sama siapa?
Udah anjir.
Temen pakai topeng.
Sama nenek anjing. Sama nenek. Sama awalnya kan itu grup yang itu loh. Apa tahu namanya? Grup raid gitu mereka. Sempat lost control juga, yang ngelawan naga kalau nggak salah. Diceritainnya. Ceritain anjir sama waktu nenek ketemu naga. Yang nanya armornya kenapa bisa rusak. Ketemu naga biru itu lagi duduk, ini kan dia bisa berubah masuk ke armor gitu. Season 2 lu ya?
Yang dikubur.
Bukan, itu mah naga culun anjing, itu naga zombie anjing. Ada orang cerita juga, mereka berdua tuh kayak sesepuh gitu dan tahu kalau sebelumnya tuh ada yang kayak si siapa namanya Momon sama, cuma jadi jahat. Nah ritmenya tuh jadi biasa jahat baik gitu cok. Yang sebelumnya jahat kayak Tuhan jahat gitu. Season 3 itu mah kan season 3 awal kan. Itu yang gratis anjing, yang tier 4. Naga putih, naga merah yang tier 1 ya, yang gratis tier 1 ya. Lagian sama aja opsinya anjing. Skill XP kan. Dilihat kontrol. Yo, kayak grindingnya di Turo, anjing grinding cuma di helm aja ngentut. Momen yang cepet mati anjing.
Dapat season revival.
Kemari udah
Iya datang. Gue bingung udah diagresifin juga nggak ngaruh aja.
Aduh dikit. Ini dari mana tuh? Batuan ini nggak apa-apa.
Apaan? Gue lagi menghemat scroll drop ya. Rame banget gas, malas banget grinding ini.
Udah kena panas dalam.
Iya ya.
Sepertian dulu.
Sekarang dulu iya. Gara-gara ini dropnya dimahalin, Cok.
Mana pas di ini loh.
Pinter. Nggak jadi, ya, baru tutup.
Soldier.
Belum
anu.
2 bulan. Apa ingat?
Bingung mereka terlalu banyak tempat grinding, buat apa ya? Apalagi ini basilik nggak jelas banget sekarang aja.
Enak.
Keras, mau ini keras banget lu aja. Padahal recommended apa ya? Harus party sekarang ya, kayak
Kita nyari recommended party 3, Cok.
dulu juga kayak gitu kayaknya ada aja.
Ada.
Dulu saya lo.
Dengan orang.
Sekarang Jogja.
Ada pala melayang.
Sekarang enak, nggak usah lari-lari.
Iya sih.
Keliling goa. Keliling sungai.
Tapi sekarang jadi nggak ada itunya lu ya, yang kill berapa dapat apa gitu.
Ada nggak?
Bikin aja bego.
Besar.
Di mana sih naga? 12.000 satu, pakai agris jadi 2, pakai droplet jadi 3. Tapi char season nggak nambah itu ya, kayak yang itu yang kayak battle pass itu loh, yang growth apa gitu. Ada yang dapat capras, yang dapat kalau kelar semua dapat, ada yang dapat pen gratis. Dapat itu. Ian, coba ntar kelarin questnya, bisa diklaim nggak di char season?
Bisa, cuman harus klaim yang atasnya dulu sebelum.
Bukan season pass. Asli kemarin ada kayak pas gua sebelum maintenance, pas gua main Nova, login Nova, ada kayak growth,
ya,
kayak quest growth gitu. Iya. Apa yang hilang? Hilangin.
Ada. Masih ada kan? Kurang apa ku?
Sekarang blok.
Blok.
Terlalu kuat.
Kayak DP lo itu yang cacat. Lu tadi tanya lu goblok. Emang gitu. Berarti lu salah anjing, lu sotoy anjing.
Sekarang DM kok DP tangan kan? Shield.
Tahu bang.
Oh, nggak tahu. Lu sotoy berarti itu. Lalu lu aja bilang nggak tahu orang lama.
Ya aku nggak baca.
Hanya dari.
Nggak cok, lu so tahu cok.
Ego tidur. Water.
Kenapa nggak kering? Tapi noda-nodanya gampang dikelarin kan? Iya makanya tadi cepet banget ini. Nggak gue
Trot. Kayak Musa.
kenapa emang?
Bisa lari-lari.
Tapi gua lihat ada assassin anjing banyak banget Musa anjing. Musalan.
Jangan enak buat
Berserker.
branding low tier. Tinggal kanan kiri.
Apaan? Penuh inventory lo. Gua nggak ada life steal-nya, Cok.
Ada. Kalau nggak ada tinggal beli batu. Let's steal. Udah. Ini satu HP.
Pertanyaanku adalah kenapa stok
Stok apa?
abi carrot
Live.
abi
Dari poli mah ini, Cok, live anjing. Emang destruk.
ini dari 10 beda.
Tau gue beda sih.
Ungu. Ungu dari ini rumah.
Habis yuk.
Ungu kayaknya Mansaum dah kayaknya.
Iya,
Apa Padus ya?
Baru makan saus Padus kuning. Mending pakai ini.
Akros.
Gitu. Tajros.
Event.
Tambah XP. Dari kotak ada. Tahu kotak yang mana lupa. Terus nuker.
Jadi isi ulang lu.
Enggak.
Habis sudah.
Serah simpen juga nggak apa-apa. Kita
Panggil anak tapi
bubur kacang hijau apa warung burjo ada beda budaya di Jawa Tengah, Jogja, Semarang, Solo,
Jakarta.
Kenapa manusia nggak bisa tidur dengan merem ya 30 menit gitu, 2 jam? Nggak harus off gitu loh, maksudnya tetap on gitu tapi merem terus gitu.
bisa kalau udah dilatih.
Apa?
Latihan dulu.
Latihan tai. Maksudnya lu merem nih, tapi kayak masih punya kesadaran gitu, tapi pas bangun pas melek kayak nggak ngantuk gitu, kayak baru bangun gitu.
Makanya masuk TNI.
Kalau TNI setahu gua ini bayangin lagi di laut, tengah-tengah laut.
Gak bisa tidur malah.
Pengambing.
Laut yang tenang gitu, Cok. Ilmu dia tidur langsung tidur, pada tidur gitu langsung pada merem, ngebayangin. Maksud gua kita merem gini sambil dengerin lagu, sambil dengerin apa, tapi mata ini tertutup gitu.
Ya namanya merem.
Iya, tapi meremnya 2 jam, 4 jam, tapi pas bangun seger gitu loh.
Lalu
Jangan gua nanya kenapa nggak bisa gitu.
bisa. Tadi jawabannya bisa.
Terus gimana?
Latih.
Dilatih aja.
Taunya.
Tapi kayaknya kalau nggak tidur gitu kayaknya ada yang nggak bekerja dalam tubuh deh kayaknya. Pas kita tidur kan kita ngeluarin asam, ngeluarin apalah itu lebih banyak. Canggih banget ya sebenarnya tubuh ya. Mungkin masih ada loh orang yang nggak percaya sama Tuhan. Gue yakin sih percaya, cuma emang males aja orang yang sholat anjing. Lagi apa?
Yang lagi viral-viralnya. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Virus yang sedang viral-viral. Terbang ini.
Gue pengen banget ini dah. Dream House ini ngentot perfect gue udah 4/7 aja jadi.
Baru 47.
Susah masalahnya lu nyari bahan ya anjing.
Lalu berapa kali lu?
30.
Semangat kan, Cok?
Bukan masalah semangat enggak aja, bahannya gue bingung nyari di mana. Ini gue udah nggak gardening.
Aku PO aku semua.
Apa ya lu?
Iya, grinding enggak upgrade gear. PO bantu udah.
Kali, Cok.
Duit gue buat beli ini anjing. Pen ACC anjing. Yang enggak kumpul-kumpul pas sudah ada 4B, tiba-tiba nempak anjing. Jadi sebel lagi nggak jelas anjing.
Padahal masih jauh ya.
Wah bisa nih. Jadi dua kagak ngentot kan. Pernah 4 BDE sobat anjing.
Sekarang yang di Turo masih ada nggak lu?
Ada lah. Mahal.
Itunya ya. Merah-merah
Sampahnya satu
itunya.
nggak? Oh, banyak.
Apa?
Pan sampahnya.
Lumayan.
Yang dropan satu itu cuma dibur.
Iya, di tempat-tempat baru. Yang low AP.
Di rumah itu juga dong. Satu juga.
Rumah kan enggak.
Di gurun dia.
Apa sih
Bruno.
Mirumok
Mirumok
nggak jelas
Akman.
anjing.
Akman sama Histeria.
Akman.
Yang low tier.
Jadi berapa lu sampahnya Akman lu? Tetap mahalan sulfur.
Iya.
Fix berarti ngukurnya dari jauhnya game ya anjing. Suruh makin beli tenda sama might aja. Biar pada di situ, biar pada beli aja. Udah mana di sulfur. Ini anjing. Senggol-senggolan anjing.
Iya. Apalagi awal-awal.
Hanya manfaatin.
Iya sih server itu ya ramai.
Masih lah yang T1 kayak lebih rame orangnya anjing.
Ya, sampai puluhan itu dulu.
Sama T3 perbedaan jauh.
Apanya? Gak ada. Sama.
Ada gear capnya.
TR1 itu.
Terus gue
Ngambil ya kan?
tadi gue selesai, terus
Iya kayak harus pakai bukan pakai chart season nah ini ngambilnya. Nggak tahu.
ada ini lagi lu ya. Cek
Ya nggak ada itu. Apa?
Ada ya.
Hari itu season
Aku punya
si
di inbox.
kemarin.
Bukannya ada ya?
Ada. Nggak tahu lu. Apa? Bad mission.
Warna ungu, bunga warna ungu. Malah seru baca aja. Udah kontol. Bisa nukerin itu kayak kuda.
Yang ini awaken weapon.
Oh.
Apa sih sebenarnya?
Kan dapat dari anu kemarin. Yang
Secondary
masukin.
extend kupon tuh apa ya?
Masukin Kalpian Bell kemarin kan dapat. Sama palu-palu.
Itu dari season kan
Nggak ada.
Gimana?
yang kupon tau nggak lu sih?
Ya tahu. Yang mana sih?
Warrior nih.
Nah.
Lu reroll. Biar misalkan.
Oh ganti senjatanya. Oh ganti FS ya.
Nah.
Oh.
DFS.
Semut. Pasukan semut kemarin udah menyerang anjing bahaya anjing.
Ngapain lu?
Asik.
Aduh.
Kemasukan debu itu fix cok anjing. Emang jam-jam segini nih pasukan semut favorit aktif aja.
Jauh. Kalau
Dari tadi ternyata dia RG cok. Anjing.
aduh.
Dari tadi ternyata dia RG aja. Sudah ngobrol tiba-tiba nyerang.
Tuh.
Masih mas. Pasukan debu itu ya. Lu tiup dah.
Semuanya akan sama. Sayangku tuh.
Lu bikin ranger emang lu?
Iya.
Oh kening.
Iya.
Katanya lebih lincah sekarang ya?
Apa?
Udah lincah makin lincah katanya.
Ranger. Tahu.
Udah awal kening lu itu.
Udah 58.
Enak nggak?
Enak tapi kurang.
Udah lu tiup kan cak debunya. Debu itu bego. Berdoa tai anjing. Debu pakai keyboard lu tuh. Lu di Arsa, Cak. Enggak, jam segini naga Arsa sepi, Cak. Serius? Sumpah, terus di Arsa juga agak damai gitu, kecuali emang ada orang yang niat PVP ya. Rata-rata di Arsa tuh malah pengennya lagi farming. Cuma kalau spotnya digangguin lama-lama PK juga sih. Maksudnya kalau ada orang lu cari spot lain, kalau penuh baru lu ke season aja. Lumayan, Cak. 50% drop rate.
Ntar mati. Singkap. Gak tahu.
Bagus lah ini.
Hafal.
Dia udah namatin buku BDO berarti.
Ih, gagal. Ih, hati-hati. Muncul pengumuman. Pengumuman. Gagal lagi. Gagal lagi, gagal lagi. Apa yang jadi? Dagger doang. Tempat lagi.
Bloknya kenapa kebanyakan gaya ya? Wits kalau ngeblok kebanyakan gaya tuh yang mencet key ngasih slow bat lagi ya. Set, ada cuma 1 detik kali ya.
Ya kan ngeluarin pasir.
Atau kayak telekinesis gitu ya. Iya anjing. Orang angkat pasir aja, serbuk pasir gitu. Ya kan kalau Gara kan cuma bisa pasir, lu lihat Wits. Batu anjing. Listrik. Jelas main Archer.
Tergantung kostum.
Itu main apaan lo? Siapa nih? Nari. Dari dulu ya, dia mau BDO nggak pernah kurangnya.
Yeah.
Apa sih kontol bacot ini?
Main ID kilo suwe. Suwe.
Anyar itu bahasa Jawanya baru ya, gue kira itu bagus. Cakep. Anyar tuh baru ya.
Bagus itu api.
Iya.
Epic dari bahasa Inggris epic. Bahasa Inggrisnya epic. Bawahnya apik.
Serius aja.
Iya.
Maksudnya epic dijajah.
Itu lo bagus. Bagus kan apik. Itu asalnya dari bahasa Inggris. Epic.
Terus kok jauh banget maksud anyar epic.
Aish. Sarung kolor. Wong
Enggak
kolor.
kolor ini. SD setahun gue suruh SD lagi kasih ulang anjing. Padahal inget banget tuh gue tuh.
STN kolor Sari.
SDN iya itu yang di itu masuk gang itu dekat rumah gua anjir.
Iya. STN kolor sama.
Ada tukang dulu ciloknya Pasuruan tuh Bangil tuh beda ada yang lain. Bukan cilok apa sih? Bukan apa sebutannya apa?
Ya cilok.
Cilok iya bener cilok anjing. Ciloknya beda, ciloknya bukan di sini kayak cilok di sini kan keras ya. Cilok tolol anjing, pentol mau pentil anjing. Jadi kayak basah itu bakso, tapi bukan bakso. Ikan sapu-sapu.
Cilok.
Terus pakai saus tomat anjing kalau di bukan saus tomat sih kayak saus martabak gitu. Merah encer gitu. Cilok tolol. Terus kalau pagi-pagi yang nggak jelas banget itu nasi apa lu? Tempenya kecil, ikannya kecil anjing ngetet.
Siapa?
Bukan sebutannya apa gimana?
Punel.
Apa?
Punel.
Iya lu iya kali itu sepuluh kan.
Oh.
Tempenya kecil. Pedes sambelnya juga dikit tapi pedes anjing. Pagi-pagi doang adanya tuh. Kayak nasi bungkus gitu. Kayak nasi rames.
Nasi Padang juga ada nasi bungkus.
Iya cuma kan pagi-pagi siapa yang makan nasi Padang anjing pagi-pagi jam 6 jam 7 sarapan.
Orang Padang.
Kolesterol master itu anjing. Kagak ini orang Padang juga makan santan terus anjing.
Makan masakan Padang terus. Wah, ada email. Mari kita lihat. Ya aja.
Banyak Eliontir ini. Slow, Cok. Gue yakin banyak Eliontir.
Kagak pakai.
Tapi Wis kok sekarang bisa ngeres sih buat apaan lu?
Dari dulu bisa, tapi jarang ada yang ngambil.
Gak guna ya.
Iya, mending pakai medkit. Tuh nggak ada. Kemarin masih ada.
Ya kan sotoy, emang lu itu bocah sotoy, Cok. Suruh baca emang lu sotoy anjing. Bangsat.
Kapan itu?
Lu sotoy anjing. Sosok baca pet anjing, alasan doang bang. Cok, Farid WH itu Wahyudi.
Yahudi. Ini ada medkit.
Berarti ya udah berarti soto ya. Ya, sekarang
bisa.
Ya sekarang bisa lah buat orang dijual ya. Nggak terus buat apa ini kalau nggak bisa dipakai? Udah fix soalnya sotoy.
Kalau not war gak bisa emang pakai ini.
Ya, tapi kan ada. Udah lu bilang nggak ada. Apa?
Di
Salto.
kondisi normal bisa.
Cocok. Emang ayo
Lempar aja sepatu.
gue coba nih merem di bangku sampai sholat Jumat. Kalau tiba-tiba gua ngantuk ini nggak bisa, ini dilakukan oleh manusia. Tuh. Loh. Lu mau ke makam itu yang di Jaksel, ke teman lu yang meninggal itu kan?
Temanku yang meninggal di Semarang sih.
Tadi ke Jaksel ke makam siapa? Lu kan temen lu yang meninggal gagal operasi itu.
Gagal nempah.
Terus itu ke Jaksel makam siapa anjir?
Ada makam.
Makam Mbah Priuk nih.
Di Priuk dong.
Enggak, ada Ustadz itu kali ya. Makam siapa lu ini?
Banyak.
Keluarga. Lu ada punya keluarga di situ?
Nggak ada sih. Nggak tahu kalau ntar berkeluarga di sana.
Terus makam siapa lu?
Ada.
Ya Allah. Pahit banget kayaknya kenangan ya.
Iya. Sedih ya.
Sampai tahu lu makamnya di situ. Mantan lu. Ini gue nanggepin lu serius kentut.
Bukan.
Apa lu? Gue suka cerita sedih lu.
Bukan cerita sedih sih. Ziarah sih.
Iya kan, ziarah kayak ustadz-ustadz gitu kan.
Iya.
Siapa panutanmu lu? Sekeluarga?
Apa? Enggak.
Sekeluarga apa lu doang?
Kan aku doang yang berangkat.
Wah serem juga lu anjing, ziarah ke makam siapa gitu.
Tuh. Habib Bahar.
Habib Bahar aja belum meninggal aja.
Dulu kakak kelasku dia. SD.
Dia orang itu, orang Bangil.
Di Bangil dulu tinggalnya.
Iya, rusuh anjing.
Terus adiknya kan teman sekelasku dulu. Cewek adiknya.
Ziarah kerja berarti ke penjara lu anjing.
Di penjara lagi.
Bukannya masih di penjara ya? Apa
Kan baru keluar kemarin. Nggak tahu, tapi kemarin kan baru dilaporin lagi.
Iya, gara-gara nyekek kan. Foto nyekek kan.
Bukan. Yang apa? Ngomongin dudung-dudung gitu.
Yang apa?
Ngomongin KSAD. Dudung.
Oh. Goblok emang itu.
Dilaporin lagi baru keluar.
Tapi salut anjing lu. Lu bawa lu foto bareng lu.
Ya, enggak. Dulu pendek namanya. Iya sih SD dulu.
Adanya? Kayak gitu juga kelakuannya.
Yang mana?
Ya, adanya Bibar ya, yang temen lo itu.
Adiknya yang bawahnya langsung kan cewek.
Oh cewek.
Ada lagi bawahnya lagi cowok.
Itu namanya berarti waktu Ambar namanya Smith, fotonya Habib Bahar ngakak dong lo anjing.
Iya. Tangga aku.
Cakep lu. Itu dia blasteran bule kayaknya ya. Habib Bahar ya?
Manado dulu.
Manado ya.
Nah.
Yang Bangil siapa, Bang? Ibunya, bapaknya,
Nggak tahu.
pendatang
Tinggal
kan?
di pernah datang tinggal di sini.
Emang
Adiknya
ini
yang cowok sih biasa
bandel.
aja. Enggak, diem.
Emang kota santuy sih, Bangil.
Oponin di teko-tekon di. Oh, apa sih?
Apalagi
Saya golek aneh FP ini. Ya nono.
si dulu tadi pengen ke Jaksel, Cok. Ziarah kan, ke makam kan. Makamnya Habib Bahar anjing, Habib Bahar aja belum meninggal. Ternyata Habib Bahar kakak kelasnya dia katanya anjing. Temennya adenya, kakaknya temennya.
Udah setahun apa 2 tahun dulu? Aku lupa. Wah, hilang.
Makanya berarti kan kamar kan sempat itu kan pakai ini Bahar bin Smith nih.